State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Oh, he got loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. Palmer. I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He's got him this time. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Cardinals. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get...
And he breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Quick handoff. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your... He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming, I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
To the ground with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Clemson jumps to the line. The give on 4th down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. It's come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control to be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
And here comes the offense on second down.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He'll pull it on the read. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Finds his back in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain. Squeezed it. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kamara. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Kamara. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to run it to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. You catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you? And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Nice move to keep running. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down. Gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running up,
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. And these guys... Sixth punt of the day. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. First down here for the offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect.
Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Clemson, 28, Louisville, 10.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Cardinals in the hurry up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Keeps it himself and gets to first. Touchdown! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This quarterback is such a weapon on these design QB runs. He's not trying to just go get first downs. This guy's a threat to take it the distance, and man, he did it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to SMU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just flying through the air. Hero to make the grab. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and going for it all. To the end zone, and is picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Finds room at the 10. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Just about set to kick it away. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the hurry up. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll give it to the back.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
That is exactly what you're looking for. Explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He wants to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying play action. Steps away to find some room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4 yards.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Third down coming up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. Gets it out quickly. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Looking to scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Cardinals have this offense rolling.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
On second down, just keeps firing. Got it! They will score! Touchdown Cardinals! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. through. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Looking to pass on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Wants to throw on third. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They keep attacking through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They go to the ground. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. On first down, here comes this offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. line getting set on second down. They'll try the run. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Leaves it with the running back. Got room at the 35. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.